Does he mean Ruvik?
Numbers are irrelevant. They received as they themselves gave. And they served a higher purpose. They furthered my research.
This was not mere research. The things the papers were done to those people, those traps.
These vermin. To do with as I please. But you are correct. This was not mere research. I'm close to perfection.
My head. Who is that guy next door?
Do you have any idea why this world is the way it is?
What? Who are you?
Hate. Hate. Ruvik's hate. The man's consumed by it. He wants out. Wants to get his revenge. He wants back what he feels the world took from him. It's not like he could actually get that. It's not like he could actually get that. This world exists as long as he does.
You heard something just now?
Alright, welcome back. This is chapter 10 in my Evil Within walkthrough and strategy guide on Nightmare difficulty setting. And first I'm gonna go and open some lockers. I got 9 keys that I have collected from the previous chapters, and I'm gonna use all the keys that I have now, and hopefully I will get some green gel so I can do some upgrades. This is a pretty challenging chapter, and in my opinion it's one of the most difficult chapters in the game. There's gonna be 2 boss fights, and this is basically what I have been saving the green gel for a while. So I haven't done any upgrades for a while because I think these few last chapters, they're not very hard and you don't really need any upgrades to pass them pretty easily. But now I'm gonna do some upgrades because this chapter is pretty challenging and it's gonna help me to complete those boss fights also. So let's see. I got some green gel already. Got some sniper rifle ammo, so don't need to worry about that for a while. I think in 3 lockers there was sniper rifle ammo in here. Yeah, here's another one. And here also. So I got lots of sniper rifle ammo for now. Some more green gel. Yeah, I'm just checking here a bit. What do I have here? So that I know. So let's go save the game and do some upgrades. So I got lots of green gel, almost 68,000, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna max out the harpoon bolt upgrade, which is gonna give me an extra fire damage for the harpoon bolt. So basically it's gonna turn the harpoon bolt into a fire bolt, and it's very effective and very useful, and you can kill easily a lot of enemies with just one bolt because you have this fire damage now. And it's very expensive upgrade. it costs 50,000 green gel, and I understand maybe some of you don't want to spend that 50,000 for that one upgrade, but I think it's worth it. I think it's one of the best upgrades in this game, and basically fire is the most powerful weapon in this game, and now when you have that firebolt, you can, for example, kill the fat enemies with just one bolt, which is going to be really useful, so you don't need to spend any ammo or matches for them. And also the harpoon bolt is one of the cheapest bolts to create. You only need 2 parts to create the harpoon bolt, so it's going to be really useful from this point on. And anyway, you're going to get a lot of green gel in this chapter. There's going to be 2 boss fights and also some mini bosses. You can get some good green gel and continue upgrading your other weapons. So I think it's worth to spend the 50,000 for the harpoon bolt to get that extra fire damage. And there's one key behind these boxes. There it is. And one explosive bolt, but I'm full. So let's go sneak in here first. There's one trap right away over here, so make sure you don't walk into that trap. And there's one enemy up ahead. Just make sure that he turns around and start walking his back against you. Then just disarm this one other trap and let's sneak kill this guy. And you can get a torch from him, so make sure you'll pick that up. And there's one bear trap over here, so pick up the trap parts. And when you continue here, when you walk into this corridor, the alarm is gonna go on and there's gonna be 2 enemies right away running. So just use the torch to kill the other one, and you can get an axe from that guy, and just use the axe to kill that lady. And there's a sniper there, so let's take care of the sniper. Right there. So didn't get a headshot, so I have to shoot him again. That's it. Yeah, I'm just checking if they drop any green gel. And there's 2 sniper rifle bullets in here, so I got the ammo back. And now I'm gonna create a shock bolt. There's at least 3 enemies upstairs. Sometimes there are 4 enemies. And there's also always this one fat guy. So the easiest way to deal with them is just fire a shock bolt right there. And just wait all of them to walk into that shock bolt. And just use the match to kill them. Yeah, the shock bolt is gonna be really useful in this chapter. I really think it's probably the best bolt in this game. And the funny thing is that on survival I didn't even use the shock bolt that much. But on Nightmare it's a whole new situation, and I found myself using the shock bolt all the time. Especially in this chapter. Alright, so let's go here, and there's always other sniper walking through that door right there. So let's just snipe him. So I think it's a good idea to snipe him in here, so you don't need to worry about him when you go downstairs. And usually there's one enemy there around the corner. So let's take care of him. and pick up the axe. Yeah, and disarm this one bear trap. And there's 2 enemies always walking through that door. So I'm just gonna fire an explosive bolt right there. It's gonna take care of both of them. And by the way, there's 1 green shell bottle on the right there, but I missed it in here. I was supposed to pick it up when I have killed all the enemies, but I forgot to pick it up. So make sure you will pick that up. Alright, so there are 3 enemies in here. Actually there are 4. This one is on the floor here. And what I noticed that in this chapter, enemies that are lying on the floor wake up very often. So it's a good idea to burn that one. And if you go stealth in here, you don't need to spend any ammo for these enemies. So let's sneak here and sneak kill that guy. And there's another enemy around the corner. And you see there's also 1 enemy lying on the floor there. And he's gonna wake up if you just walk in there. So just wait until that guy turns around and sneak kill him. And just keep crouching here and burn this one body. Because otherwise he's gonna wake up. So when you insert this battery, there's gonna be another sniper up there. So I'm just gonna break this glass and just crouch and wait for him to fire the shot. And after the shot, just aim there and wait for him to stand up and just shoot him. So those snipers always, they fire 1 shot, and after the shot they're gonna crouch and be there for a while, and then they're gonna stand up and start aiming again, and that's the best moment to kill them. And pick up this green shell, some handgun ammo, and 1 map fragment. And here we're gonna have the first encounter with the trauma. That's kind of a mini boss. And just wait for him to go away, and it's gonna disappear in here. So you're gonna need to fight 3 of them a bit later. Pick up these matches and 1 shotgun shell over here. And there's another key. And there's also 1 green shell bottle on the left. So you have to be quick here. Just quickly pick up the key and the green shell and go away, because that trap is gonna go down in that room. Alright, so check the shock bolt ready and carefully open this door. And when you open this door, don't move, just stay here and shoot a shock bolt right over there. into that door hole. And just keep crouching. So there's a lot of enemies in these rooms, and there's this Ruvik clone also on the left, you see there. And that Ruvik clone and this one enemy on the next door, they're gonna both walk into that shock bolt. And when they do that, just go there and light up the match, and this way you can kill easily the Ruvik clone. And there's usually one enemy running from there. He's gonna be alerted when you kill those two guys. So I'm just using this axe to kill him. And there's that one enemy up ahead right there. I'm just gonna wait him. So if you go stealth in this area also, you can save some ammo. So there are a lot of bodies lying on the ground. There are at least 3 or 4 bodies lying on the ground, and all of them might wake up in here. Not always all of them will wake up, but many times they will. There's also this one fat guy's body right over here, and sometimes he didn't wake up when I played this area, but most of the times he did. So I think the easiest way is to just stealth here and burn all the bodies on the ground. Because if you start shooting around here with your handgun or shotgun, those enemies are gonna wake up because of that noise. So I think you should use only bolts in this area when you walk in here, or just go stealth and sneak kill all the enemies. So when you arrive into these rooms, the beginning is very important. So if you just keep a low profile and use carefully the bolts and keep crouching here so you don't alert the enemies, you can easily save a lot of ammo. Because if you alert the enemies and all the bodies are gonna wake up here, there's gonna be a lot of enemies chasing you. And disarm this one trap before continuing. Pick up this green shell. I think this is one of the best areas in the game. It's so atmospheric. Especially the music and the sound design. I think it's great in this area. When I played this first time, I really enjoyed this area. I have the music off in this video just to make sure YouTube won't delete my videos because of the original music. Although the music in this game, it's just some noise and basically more like sounds. Alright, so after this battery, check your shock bolt ready. Always a few enemies coming, and this varies also. Sometimes there's this fat guy, and sometimes all the enemies are regular enemies. Now there are 3 of them, sometimes there are 4 of them, so it's pretty random how many enemies there are in this area. And I think, again, in here, the shock bolt, it's the easiest way to deal with them, because there's gonna be at least 3 enemies coming from there, and the shock bolt is just easiest way to take care of them. So there's either fat guy or a normal enemy behind that corner. Now there's a fat guy, And here you can see the power of this harpoon bolt when it's maxed out. You see you can kill the fat guy with just one bolt. So it's a very effective weapon, this fire bolt. And now you're gonna face the first trauma. When you walk towards here, that door is gonna open and he's gonna be right behind that door. So I'm just gonna shoot a couple of explosive bolts right there. And the door opens and he's gonna walk into those bolts. And just fire one harpoon bolt and take a shotgun. And just fire him with a shotgun. And he should go down pretty easily. And I actually took a bit damage in here, because usually he will go down with 4 shotgun shots. But now for some reason it didn't go down and I took a little bit of damage. But I don't have to worry about that. There's gonna be a lot of syringes in this area. Yeah, but luckily I'm not playing this on Akumu mode. But if you play this on Akumu mode, you might want to maybe shoot another extra explosive bolt right there, or use a sniper rifle, for example, so you can keep a bit more distance from him. I just wanted to use the shotgun here because there are some shotgun ammo in this area, so I can get that ammo back. But you can kill him without taking any damage this way, just like I did now. There's one key over there. Pick that up. Yeah, and by the way, I picked up this axe from this one enemy which I killed after this trauma boss. And make sure you pick it up. It's gonna be very useful. Yeah, I wish there were more parts like this in this game. I really enjoyed this part when I played this for the first time. And I really like this environment here. And next we're gonna face 2 traumas in this one room, and there's not much space in that room, and there's gonna be 2 other enemies also in that room. But I will show you quick and easy way to kill both trauma guys. So I'm gonna heal myself. There's gonna be a syringe right away when I drop down. And I'm gonna max out all the explosive bolts. And take a shock bolt ready. And pick up the axe. And now we're ready to go. So pick up the syringe from here. And there's one enemy right there. So I'm just gonna alert him. And he's gonna always run in here. So I'm just gonna use this axe to kill this enemy. And check your shock bolt ready. And shoot it there. And wait for both of them to walk into that shock bolt. And then just start firing the explosive bolts. And usually when you empty your whole clip of explosive bolts, they're both gonna die. But now for some reason this other one didn't die, so just one shotgun shot is gonna finish him. So that's pretty easy. These 2 enemies that are in this area, I killed the other one with that axe. And there's another enemy also further in the room. And if you just use your explosive bolts, he's gonna die with those trauma guys. And another trap there around the corner. And there's also one bear trap on the ground. Right over here. So those trauma guys, they take a bit damage, but I think the explosive bolts are the best way to deal with them. And when you use that shock bolt, you can lure both of them next to each other. And when you fire the explosive bolts, that way you can damage both of them at the same time. And now we're back in the room where we started. And let's open this door. There's another syringe over there. Yeah, and here, before you continue, make sure you turn back, and there's another green gel bottle over there. I almost forgot it myself. So that's the end of this video. Let's continue in the next video, which is going to be part 2 of this chapter. And in the next video we're going to have 2 boss fights.
Have you forgotten something?